Picture this. You've got a task at hand, but somehow you keep pushing it to the side. Sound familiar? Well, that's procrastination for you. We often mistake procrastination for laziness, but it's much more than just the inability to act. It's a complex behavior that affects our productivity, efficiency, and overall quality of life. Procrastination is a struggle with managing distress and task aversion, and it's not just about putting off tasks. It can lead to increased stress, health problems, and poorer performance. So remember, procrastination is not just laziness, it's a complex issue that affects many of us. But don't worry, there's a silver lining. We've got 12 strategies to help you kick procrastination to the curb. First up, let's ditch that catastrophizing, shall we? No, the world won't end if you start that task. Next, focus on the benefits. Remember, the satisfaction of ticking off a task is often greater than the effort it takes. Thirdly, scheduling. It's like giving your tasks a home. They feel loved and you feel organized. Then setting realistic goals. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your to-do list. Fifth, break tasks into smaller parts. It's like eating a whole pizza slice by slice. Easier, isn't it? And sixth, avoid excuses. They're like unnecessary commercials in your favorite show. Strategy number 7 is about finding an accountability partner, someone who'll nudge you off the couch. 8, optimize your environment. Make it work-friendly and watch your productivity soar. 9th, reward yourself for good behavior. A little self-pampering never hurt anybody. 10th, forgive yourself. We all have those lazy days. 11th, drop perfectionism. Remember, done is better than perfect. And lastly, maintain a positive attitude. It's like a secret weapon against procrastination. Sounds like a lot? Don't worry, we'll delve into each one of them. Scene script. Let's start with the first half of these strategies. First up, we've got getting rid of catastrophizing. This fancy term simply means stop imagining the worst-case scenario. It's easy to blow things out of proportion and think that if we don't get a task done perfectly, it's a total disaster. But let's be real, life goes on, and most of the time it's not as bad as we think. Next, we have focusing on the benefits of completing a task. It's all about that light at the end of the tunnel. When you're stuck in the middle of a task, remind yourself of the rewards waiting for you. Maybe it's ticking off that item on your to-do list, or perhaps it's the sense of relief and accomplishment. The third strategy is scheduling and setting realistic goals. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are your projects. Break down your tasks into manageable chunks and set a timeline for each. It's easier to start a task when you know it won't take forever. Strategy number 4 is breaking tasks into smaller parts. It's like eating an elephant. You do it bite by bite. It's less overwhelming and allows you to focus on one thing at a time. Moving on to strategy 5, avoiding excuses. This one is self-explanatory. If you find yourself saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I work better under pressure," take a step back and examine if these are valid reasons or just excuses to delay the task. And the last strategy for this part is finding an accountability partner. Having someone who can check up on your progress can provide the extra push you need to get started. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a coworker. With these strategies, you're well on your way to overcoming procrastination. Ready for the final stretch? Let's dive into the remaining strategies. Strategy 7 is all about avoiding excuses. Yes, the dog might have eaten your homework when you were 12, but this time, let's take ownership and responsibility for our tasks. Excuses do nothing more than delay the inevitable. Moving on to strategy 8, we have the power of finding an accountability partner. It's like having a gym buddy, but for your tasks. This could be a friend, a colleague, or even an app on your phone. They'll help you stay on track and keep you honest. Next, we have strategy 9, optimizing your environment. Just as a gardener prepares the soil for planting, we need to prepare our workspace for productivity. This could mean decluttering your desk, setting the right lighting, or even playing your favorite focus-enhancing tunes. Now, strategy 10 is all about rewarding good behavior. Treat yourself to a cup of your favorite coffee or an episode of your favorite show after completing a task. It's a simple yet effective way to motivate yourself. Strategy 11 calls for self-forgiveness. We all stumble, we all falter, but that's okay. The key is to not beat yourself up over it, but to learn, forgive, and move forward. Finally, strategy 12, dropping perfectionism. Perfection is the enemy of progress. It's better to have something imperfectly done than to have nothing done perfectly. And there you have it, a full arsenal of strategies to combat procrastination. Procrastination might be a tough nut to crack, but with these strategies, you have the power to break free. We've talked about 12 strategies, from banishing catastrophizing and focusing on the benefits of task completion, to setting realistic goals and breaking tasks into smaller, manageable parts. We've also discussed the importance of avoiding excuses, finding an accountability partner, optimizing your environment, rewarding good behavior, forgiving yourself, and letting go of perfectionism. Persistence and patience are key here. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. Remember, the journey of overcoming procrastination is not a sprint, but a marathon. Keep going and you'll get there.